from Denver. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's good.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
Lions, nothing.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
4-yard line.
So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now back to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you. In certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Detroit.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 1.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Wide out. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Fighting through, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Lions nothing. Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Lions nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And another tackle broken. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Lions.
On play action, they'll throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes, right side.
That first down pass. Intercepted.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it to make it now 13-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
Here comes the defensive unit now for the Broncos as they get set here. And they have forced now 4 turnovers, Mr. Davis. How have they been so effective?
It's hard to get a read on them if you're on offense because they're coming from different angles, different formations, different looks. But bottom line is, if I'm the defensive coordinator, Anything on my play sheet appears to be working right now. You point it out all the time when we call games. Once they get that first one, it becomes a frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's snowballed here in this one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, look at the juke. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. pushing his way inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the 40-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
And he's got his man on the out route.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
He's back to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From a yard out. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver's offense ready to go again.
You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The 26-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 24-21, the final score. From there, we head east to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Amari Cooper, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they try the right side here. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dawson Knox, 40 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that.
They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to try and run. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw here.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
They're going to look to throw.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag route.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 3. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
42-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw.
8-yard line.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the...
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Complete to Dawson Knox. It's a gain of...
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
You and I have seen some great catches throughout our days calling these games. A spectacular grab there, just a receiver making a wonderful play.
When there's a chance to get 6 points on the board, you see a little extra effort sometimes. A terrific layout to go get the football.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
39-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 7 yards.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Number 80.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2. At the
Connection made with Shenault.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll give it here to his running back.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
To try to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Lions on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So out now come the Lions. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At their 49-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Phillips. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they will take a knee here. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Today, Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Denver, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.